is part of their software too, I think.
Good morning.
Good morning, Dr. Azar.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, it's coming through. Thank you.
Okay, so I can ask question. I guess nobody has any questions.
Limited to numbers, please.
Okay, in terms of the ganses of the salt, I have made the gans of all the salts: calcium, potassium, magnesium, nitrogen, and so each of them should give me different kind of emotion when I interact with them. I gather from what you are talking about, and
Depends how you made them, what you made, the way you made it.
I made them the same way I made the CO2 and zinc gans of with the nano-coated copper, and
now sit in front of it and see what emotion moves what.
okay, because I actually have them all together, and I made patches of them as well too. And also what I did, I made the cup of life. I took a cup that I put water in the two layer of the cup, and I measured their strength, and each of them had different strengths. Like calcium and potassium had higher strengths than the other ones.
You have to test. You see what emotion. Don't mix the ganses together. Try to keep them separate, even not near to each other. That you start understanding, not the first one, not the 10th one, not the 100th one. If it's not in the right strength, it's not necessarily mean you have found it. But when you find the first one, then you know what you're looking for.
Can I drink them?
As long as you don't drink the gans itself, yes.
Okay.
Water gans is no problem with it. Let me explain to you a couple of things which I think will be interesting. When you make plasma water or plasmatic gans, or you carry the energy, you don't carry the matter state. When we had Wernie, if he's on the line, he can explain it because he explained it beautifully in the teaching yesterday. Do you see Wernie in the background?
Yes,
in
I'm
how
hearing
to
it.
use ganses and the way you got to use the ganses, the orders you got to use the ganses, or even mix them together, and how you want to mix them to what get an outcome? Do you see Wernie in the background? Is he there?
I'm here, Mr. Keshe, I'm here.
Wernie, could you please explain in how you explained yesterday in the teachings,
Okay.
that people understand, because this is important and many people never understood this, but at least this way you might understand it, and you will see how you even interact or mix different ganses together for whatever reasons you want to measure your soul or your sight or whatever. Go ahead, please.
Okay. When adding liquid plasma to water, especially multiple liquid plasma of different strength, it is best to add first the lightest strength, and then add next the next in strength, and last should be the heaviest in strength. This is done to have a consistent flow from heavier to lighter strength. So we have to be consistent in this flow, that we do not create an opposing flow when we put different in different manner. So the effect of doing this on the water or even on our body is much better than doing it the other way. So I've observed this and even tasted drinking water with an additional of let's say CH3 and CO2. The taste is different when done this way than the other way. And I've been observing the effect also. I would say I feel much it is much better doing from doing this method, lighter then heavier, then the heaviest the last one. Okay.
Yes. Thank you very much. What Werner is trying to explain is that how you mix the ganses, you dictate the elevation and the position in the plasma strength. It's better if you are mixing ganses to build up from the base up. Those are with a plasmatic atomic mass strength of the lowest you put in first. So you cover base from outside. You fulfill the full requirement of what is needed at a point of interaction. Then you add CH3 is 15. Then, for example, if you want to add CH4, is the second one. If you want to add CO2, that's the third one. If you want to add amino acid, is the fourth one. If you don't do that process, even if you are taking ganses, mixture of ganses for different applications or for different reasons, you always start with the lightest first. You give it a space, you take the next one. And this is how it should be done. If you mix the first one with the fourth one, you get totally different energy transfer. Even then you put the second one in third. So it's important for us to watch very much the way step by step you follow to get a perfect GANs. How now to mix the GANs to get the perfect condition you want. The beauty with a lot of work you do, especially if you're looking for understanding of the work of the GANs with the physical dimension need of the man, you always have to add two things to it. One is the amino acid. Secondly, hemoglobin. Then the condition will be of those which is in reality at the strength of the plasma of the body of the man. If you just put amino acid and put magnesium, you will get with it what is to be a plant. And you don't want to be there. So you dictate with the presence of the materials and the ganses, the condition that you want to create to be connected to man, to you, to a dog, to a tree, to a stone. Learn the process of interaction of the fields, not the physicality observation of the matter. Because when you put liquid gans of the CH3 in the water and the liquid gans of the CuO in the water and CuO2, you don't see still it's the same water. They all are so transparent. And this is one of the problems we have in measuring what's what and what it does. This is important for us because in this knowledge we have to understand to be blind to the world of physicality, because this is what we have decided to do. This is what we have wanted, how we wanted it, the way we wanted it, and would this be in the condition that we want. Do we want to add in so many ways how and where and the way we want to do it? And would it be better to put the heaviest first and go from heavy to the light? If you go from the heavy to the light, then you create the condition of existence of the plasma. The heavier, stronger fields will dominate and overpower the weaker. But where the other one is vice versa, you already stand out in the condition, how you want it, the way you want it, and how you want it to change. It is important for us to be, in so many ways, have a full understanding of our own existence through our own work. When you put different strength plasma fields, they all look the same. When we will show the pictures of the products which are to be marketed in a coming time, you will understand this very fast, very clearly. That it all looks water, transparent. The new products coming out of the Keshe Foundation Ghana clearly explains it. This is a dilemma for the world of science. And this is what is driving people crazy in the world of science. It's water, but I feel it, I drink it in a certain sequence, I don't have a blood pressure, I drink it in a different sequence, I lose my diabetic, I use it in a different way, I get rid of typhoid, I use it in a different way, I walk away with cancer, but still a water. We'll release these pictures, you will see it is amazing, the mayhem we have created in the world of commerce and science. And those who want to understand it are in more confusion than anybody else. It's the way we should understand how, what we want. In a way, what happens if you make a bathtub of these and you go inside it? If you make a glass box, would you disappear physically, not to be seen? Because the plasmatic magnetic field of you and the environment created is of the same. We shall show this in Accra very soon. Is what you call the hidden energy of the plasma. It's very hard for a lot to understand, but there is no difference in structure. But in the energy carrying, it does. Now try to make a water which carries the energy of your soul and carry it with you in your hand. God help you. Make a water Gans which carries the emotion of the happiness in it of your soul and your emotion, and put it in your pocket. Wherever you walk, you're always happy because it's so powerful that overrides anything else in you. They say, oh, the happy chap is here, and they feel it, they become happy with you because there is a, I hope your happiness is not their little anger point. The time of playing and enjoying life with the plasma technology has just started. If I tell you the things you can do with it, you go crazy and mad with it. Because it's so much to do. As Alex says, I don't want nothing else to do. I eat, breathe, sleep, plasma technology. When it touches your soul, you get the pleasure of understanding it. It changes your life. It depends if you manage to make the strength which gives you the satisfaction of the existence. And then that's it. It's like falling in love. When you're touched, you can't let go. Because the freedom from it is beyond understanding of the physicality. Any other question?